Action.
Hey YouTube, so today is going to be my first gardening video. I'm going to talk to you about biochar and activating your biochar. Biochar is just another soil amendment that you can use, and what it does is it's more of a slow release fertilizer for your plants, but before you use it you have to activate it, otherwise it will leach nitrogen from your soil, and so that's not good because your plants obviously need nitrogen to grow. I'll let you investigate more about biochar if you're interested, because frankly there's people that do a much better job of describing it than I do. So I am using a seaweed type of fertilizer to activate my biochar. So what this will do is it will leach kind of the nutrients and stuff from the seaweed, and then it will slowly release it for my plants when they need it. And I'm going to pour the remaining of the seaweed stuff on it, so nothing's going to go to waste. It's pretty much just another fertilizer amendment. So I'm going to start off by, and the seaweed that I use is C90. There's different brands out there that you're welcome to use. There's other products, other fertilizers you're out there, that you're welcome to use. This is just what I'm using, and it just adds extra minerals and stuff into your plants. So biochar not only acts as a slow release fertilizer, but it also helps with your microbes in your soil, because your plants, whether you're using a garden bed or whether you're using just dirt, your plants are basically its own self-contained ecosystem, and so there's microorganisms, things that all work in harmony, and you want some microorganisms to help your plants grow to keep your soil healthy. And my theory is, if you feed your soil and you keep your soil healthy, your plants then eat from your soil, and it just works out. So in a lot of ways I am all for cutting and trying to save money, but compost and soil amendments is one thing where if I'm going to spend, I spend. So for this mixture, I've put my seaweed in here. I'm going to try to get about an equal thing of biochar. Now, my biochar has already been placed into some soil, so mine is not the raw biochar that you might buy. You might buy biochar and it might look just like little pieces of charcoal. That's completely fine. You'll do the same thing that I'm doing. It's not the end of the world. Since mine is mixed into soil, I'll probably just toss all of this in there. And then I'm going to, which I'm not going to show this because I have to move everything, but I'm going to add some water, keep it a bit damp, let it sit there for a few days before I put it on top of my plants. And when you're using soil amendments, you either want it to go kind of through the top, maybe 2 or 3 inches of your soil, if you're dealing with seeds or small plants, because you want the roots to have access to it right then and there. And as you water, your soil amendments will slowly make its way down further and further through your soil. So when you're mixing it, if you go ahead and put things at the bottom of your soil, then you just made it that much harder for the plants to get to it, and they're not going to be able to get to the nutrients when they need to. So remember, when you're mixing, you can often get away. My planters aren't that deep. My planters are about 6 inches deep, so I'm using good quality soil for everywhere in my planter, but if you have something that's maybe a foot deep, or you're using, solid ground or whatever, anything after about 8 inches, you can really just put dirt or whatever, because that's not where most of your roots are going to be, and that's not where most of your plants are going to be getting their nutrients. So I'm using just a 5-gallon bucket to mix my biochar with my seaweed. I'm trying to go organic as much as possible. That in no way means that you need to go organic or anything like that. If you would rather use something else, or if you know of other soil amendments that you'd rather use, by all means use it. This is just what I'm doing, and this is just what works for me. So I'm just going through and mixing the biochar with the seaweed mix. I could throw some compost and stuff in there too. I'm not going to, because I'm going to try to fill my beds today, but I could. So that's pretty much done. Like I said, I'm just going to later mix some water, leave it to sit, and then in a few days apply it to the tops of my beds. So thank you for watching. If you do have any questions about biochar or anything like that, feel free to shoot me an email, BLYNDDE1@gmail.com. So thanks for watching. Bye.